It's really interesting because precisely 10 years after what we call the Arab Spring, we see a very different situation in terms of the development of the countries in North Africa. We're not discovering the wheel here, but each country went in a very different direction, and governance is, if anything, much more of a challenge to be dealt with within the region, in each of these countries. But because of the different developments, we need to address the problem of governance, and particularly governance of the security sector, in a different way in each of these countries. Of course, we cannot get into the details, but I think that there is a way to address these problems of governance which can be tailored according to what is the situation in the different countries. Tunisia and Morocco have had major changes which are making things more challenging in many ways, whereas Libya seems to be going in a more positive direction. Of course, we will see how the situation will develop after the elections, whenever they will be held. And of course, all the other regions are going to influence the situation in these very countries one another, because it's important always to consider the regional dimension and the influence that each of these countries exert on one another, and also the influence from other regional and non-regional actors which have a stake in addition to Western interests in particularly how the situation evolves in these countries.